battle stations. Okay, good morning. Oh my God. It's been a little while and we've got a little bit of a different plan today. Already we're having troubles. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting for sure. All right, let me just make sure everything's set up. Make sure everything's working correctly. Bobby, are you there? Can you hear me? No, this is not working. Fun. All right, well, it looks like we're going to be doing a little debugging. My audio working? Yeah, my audio's working. Hello. Hi, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Stop this. Shuffle this. Okay, so here, what we're gonna do, start off with a little debugging. Got Bobby up, and you can see it is not hearing me. Let me just make sure you're hearing me. Check, check, check. Yes, yes you are. Yes, 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 yes. So, what we're gonna do, I don't think so. I don't see anything. Okay, opening microphone input. Okay, that's good. Maybe it's opening the wrong microphone now. Okay, let's see. What we're gonna do, open this guy up. I guess we don't need Bobby right away. Okay, so let's slow down. Let's take a beat. Let's slow it down. We're gonna close this. First, we gotta open something else. We need. Nah. We're on the wrong thing. We need a new window. That window needs to be local. Yes, we need this thing. Now we can close this thing, and then we'll come back to this in a moment. All right. Let's talk about what we're gonna do today. We'll do Rose Thorn Bud. Lots to talk about. So yes, we're not gonna do any monility stuff today. We're gonna do something completely different. So we're gonna erase all these things. First, we're gonna figure out what's up with Bobby. Let's put this on this view. What's up, Bobby? Something's wrong. Got to figure that out. Then we are going to work on something different. We are going to, I'll show you a quick screen. I'm going to switch over to this view. Aha, look at these LEDs. We're going to work on this today. That's why it took me so long to get on, because I was like setting everything up. So we got some 3D printing to do. We have some programming to do. We have some hardware hacking to do. And we're going to test out this like mobile camera setup. We'll see if this thing works out correctly or not. Okay. So Halloween LEDs. These. Okay. Great. Go back to this view. All right, so let's do Rose Thorn Bud. And it was all a while ago. Oh my gosh. I haven't been on in a while. I have not been on. Oh yeah, the skee ball project. That was fun. So roses. The trip to Dallas went well. It was really good. We had some. Sorry, I need a coffee. I like urgently needed coffee. We had really good meetings with Toyota folks there, and then we had some other good meetings right after in Brooklyn. And oh my God, my travel was crazy. Oh, I got to talk about that. So let's just say Dallas trip, good. And you know, I want to talk about details. I can't talk about details, but I'll say we got positive interactions. Things are progressing, but as dealing with any big company, things progress little bit. So we're not counting chickens. We are very much taking a, that's great. Let's continue as if this is not going to happen anytime soon, because it probably won't, to be honest, which is fine. That's how it goes. That is how it goes. So, thorns though, I gotta talk about my travel. So I left 6 a.m. on, what was it, Tuesday of last week? God, I haven't been on for a while. Tuesday of last week, I left at 6 a.m. for the airport. Took a car from my place in Westchester to LaGuardia. Got on the plane. Plane was supposed to land in Dallas at like 11 a.m. and there was an hour there was an hour difference. So, or was it 2? I don't remember. Doesn't matter. There was a little bit of a time difference. Yeah, supposed to get to LaGuardia or Dallas by like 11. We get, I don't know, like a third of the way through the flight. And I've got the, you know, I'm doing other stuff. I'm on my laptop working. And so I've always got the like little, you know, map that shows you where you're going and how far you are. And I noticed like, that's weird. It looks like we're not going the right way now. All of a sudden now it looks like we're going the wrong way. I don't understand. And so, and I want to see if I can pull up a photo because I want to show you the photo eventually. Let me see if I can pull it up. I might be able to. Can you just see the whole list? Library. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, there it is. There we go. All right. I'll see if I can show you this in a second. So, yeah, I'm like, it feels like we're going, I just thought like the map was screwed up, to be honest. I didn't think anything of it. And then they announce, turns out we have a fuel imbalance issue and everything's fine, but we won't be able to make the remaining 3 hours to Dallas. So now we are being diverted to LaGuardia. or not LaGuardia, Dulles in DC. We're going to Dulles, and then we'll get you sorted once we land. And everyone's super like chill actually about it. Like nobody freaked out. And so we did. We went to Dulles and we landed, and they're like, "Oh, so we think we'll just be able to like refuel and then just go back up, and we'll be fine." And then we land, and we're on the tarmac for a really long time. And then there's like firefighters everywhere, and there's like fire trucks and foam. I've never seen this before. A foam truck? I've never seen a foam truck before. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can show you this. Let me see if I can show you this. What's the easiest way for me to show you this right now? Think like this. Oh God. Stand by. Stand by. Oh God. Got a weird thing going. All right. Okay. Let me put it back on here, and let me put it on. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. I'll just put it on this one. No. Oh my God, I'm so annoyed. Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. Nope. Welp. Screw that. Anyway, I wanted to show you these foam trucks. They're like crazy. Let me see if I can just save it. The iCloud link. Okay. Okay. Did it do it? What happens if I paste that here? Didn't copy shit. Oh my God. Why does Apple make it so hard? Alright. Screw that. I give up. Anyway, these foam trucks. Let's just move on. I'll try to show you this picture later. Okay? Let's just move on. Now everything is screwed up. Nope. Alright, well, roast and bread screwed up. Everything, I've ruined it all. Alright, you. How satisfied are you with the terminal app? That's not something I want to talk to you about right now. Alright. Disconnect. Okay. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. Holy shit, dude. Never do that again. All right, so yeah, that was my thorn. So they let me finish my story. Foam trucks come out, and you could smell fuel. And they finally announced, like, oh, it turns out that fuel imbalance was actually a fuel leak. Yikes! And we're not going to be able to just fuel up and go, obvious. And so we're going to put you on a bus and take you back to the terminal, and then we'll get it sorted. And it was kind of cool because we got like from the plane onto the bus directly. Like it was just like, I didn't even know how they did this because it didn't even feel like there was a bridge. It just like you walk through the door and you were on a bus. It was crazy. And so we get on this bus and take us to the terminal, and then it's just like chaos for 2 or 3 hours. And I've done enough traveling. You know, I went to Japan, 7-8 times a year for 2 years. And it was all business class. So I have like Delta everything, Delta 360, like the magic everything. So they just are supposed to just take care of everything. And to their credit, they did a pretty good job. They didn't do a very good job of like telling me what was going on. So I had to like call them a bunch of times, but we got it sorted. And so what ended up having to happen is I had to hang around in DC until 5 p.m., take a flight to Detroit, hang around there for an hour, then fly to Dallas. And then I got in Dallas. I got to the hotel at like 11 p.m. So it was like a full 12 hours away from when I was supposed to go. And so that was a big thorn. Travel was difficult. And I was only there. So I missed all my meetings that day. One of them got rescheduled. So that was good. And then did some meetings the next day. And then turned around and flew home. So it was like 2 days of just travel and like 3 meetings. That was rough. That was harsh. So that was my thorn. Long-winded. I wish I could show you these stupid freaking fire trucks, but I cannot. Had to create. They really don't want you to like take this out of this app. Super annoying. Anyway, foam trucks. I'll show you later. So that was that. What else? Roses, thorns, buds. So I'm excited about Halloween stuff. I'd show you another picture for Halloween stuff, but obviously that's not working. Excited for Halloween. And what we're going to do with this project is I'm making... So what we do is we have... we live on the corner of a cul-de-sac. And all the neighbors... We did this last year for the first time. We're going to do it again this year. All the neighbors, instead of all the kids going down the cul-de-sac and coming back up, all the neighbors come out and we hang out at the top of the cul-de-sac. It's like a hill that goes down. And so we're at the top of that hill. And so we put tables at the top of the hill and have all our candy pooled together there. And all the kids just come there. And then we hang out and have kind of like a party. And it was really fun last year. I made like chili and cornbread and the whole thing. And we're going to do it again this year. So this year I want to take it to the next level. Lighting was difficult last year. It was a pain in the neck. And so what I want to do, of course, because it's me, I want to do LEDs. So we're going to take these LED strips. We're going to put them in this aluminum U channel. Hang on. So I got this U channel. I 3D printed this part yesterday. This is a little hinge guy I printed. Joins these aluminum U channels together. Let's see if I can show you this. So the LEDs just sit in there. The strip just sits in there. And there's actually a little sticky pad in there still from last time I did this. And then what's important about these, not only are they rigid, which makes the LEDs, stay in place, but they have this diffuser that sits on top. That's the secret. That's what makes LEDs look dope. So this diffuser will sit on top. The LEDs will shine onto that, and I make this nice fat light effect. So it looks like it's like one thing of light that's changing colors and parts. So it's gonna look dope. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some more 3D printing, do some programming. I want to have like a fire routine. And yeah, so I'm excited about that. I haven't done a project like this for a while. So I started down a path with a dome. I talked about that in the past. Didn't go well. So I'm hoping this time will be different. So that was good. That'll be fun. Other roses. Wyatt and I are playing Terraria together. And, I really appreciate that, Wyatt likes a game like Terraria. The graphics aren't good. Very, pixel, almost amateur. They're better than amateur. They're all right. But, it's very pixel, tiny. And, he's 10. You know, you wouldn't think that like he'd be into it. He'd want to play like, you know, it's an old game. But he's into it. We're having fun. We're playing it together. He's like, this is the best game ever. That was really fun. So I'm excited about that. That was fun. We did a lot of that this weekend. I think that's it for Roast Orange Bud. I'm ready to get started. I want to do some work. I haven't been on stream for a while. So first, let's figure out what's going on with Bobby, because we need Bobby. Especially because no one's watching right now, you know? We need Bobby. Ugh. I'm still annoyed at this picture. Okay. I'm very annoyed at this picture. Okay. Okay, so what is happening is my transcripts aren't going through. So what I want to do, I want to test one thing. I'm going to try typing to Bobby. She did not hear that. I'm going to try typing to Bobby just on Twitch. She did not hear that either. So that's weird to me. I got to figure out what's up with that, because that I feel like should work. But apparently not. Apparently not. Because definitely if somebody else comes in here and starts chatting, she will hear that. But Rev is not working. Rev is not working. So let's take a look at Rev. And this thing just opens the first, or the default microphone. Let's check here. Maybe the default microphone has gotten changed. Aha. Aha, it did. Did. Aha. NDI, you son of a bitch. You sneaky son of a bitch. You changed my shit. And now I don't remember which one this was supposed to be. Let's pull up voice meter. I have the most complicated audio setup in the history of audio setups, I've got to tell you. It is a real shit show. All right. Well, let's just try. I think it's 3. Let's try 3. I think it's 3. Now, what'll happen? This won't just start working. Just shut it down. Start it back up. Bobby, are you there?
Oh hey potato underscore o underscore no. I was just napping. What's up?
You know, we just had some trouble with you, Bobby, but you're working now, so I'm pretty happy about that. We're gonna do some LED stuff today.
The usual technical hiccups. No worries, I'm basically the digital equivalent of a cat. I sleep a lot and occasionally knock things over. LED stuff sounds electrifying. Just let me know if you need any unsolicited advice or sarcastic comments along the way.
Perfect. Okay. All right, everything's working. Very good. Excited about that. All right, so this can go down. You know what? I'm going to keep it up. I'm just going to do that and do that. Okay. Okay, so now the next thing we need to do. We've got this thing printed. And I measured. I think it's okay. We got to figure out a couple things. One is we got to figure out. So here's this guy. Let me get this guy. So this guy is going to sit on the table, and I'm going to make 2 of these, and they're going to lean against each other to make like a 4-part pyramid. So we need a way for this hinge guy, this guy, can't really see that, it's kind of blurry, to connect to another one. And I spent a lot of time thinking about this last night. And I'm not sure I even fully arrived at a solution. There's lots of different ways I could do this. I was also thinking about maybe changing the orientation of these altogether, but we'll see. I think the way I want to do this is the first thing I want to do is get a new design going, get it printing, and then we'll shift gears into LED work and then back and forth. I think that's the plan. So let's put this back on here. So we did Rose, Thorn, Bud. We figured out what was up with Bobby. Bobby's working. And okay.
Sounds like a whirlwind of creativity. Always good to have a plan, even if it's just to make another plan. Don't worry, I've got your back, or at least your sarcastic commentary. Let me know if you need any bright ideas when it comes to those LEDs. And remember, every great designer once procrastinated by staring at a blurry hinge.
Yeah. Oh, you know what else? The other thing I need is to change my lighting setup. And why is that important? Because I need it to be bright enough so that my screen is not brighter than the lighting. That's why. All right, so this is where I was kind of starting to think, I actually don't like this design anymore. So what I want to do, so this is OpenSCAD. OpenSCAD is a really cool tool for programmers to do CAD design. You basically write code to make CAD. And it's very easy to make this parametric. So you put parameters at the top, you use those parameters in your code, and then you can just adjust the parameters to adjust the thing, which is very cool. And so I've got this set up into sort of three, or really just two groups. Mount, which is this bracket here, this like part that, it's not a bracket, the part that attaches to the aluminum U channel, and it's got like little holes, and it's got a recess for the screw head. And then I've got this bracket which joins the two together and puts this cylinder on it. So the thing I want to first do is change it so that the cylinder isn't as big. I want it flat, like this. Okay. And then what I'm gonna do is, I think just put a hole in that cylinder and then be able to just attach it to something else with a nut and a bolt. And I think I'll recess the hole as well. Okay, so I'm gonna go to, I've got two brackets here. I'm gonna take this bracket out. And I'm gonna take this rotation and translation out. So just have one bracket there, just that. Okay, here's my guy. And I'm gonna put a hole in it. So the way you put a hole in it is with the difference tool. So what I love about this is it's all just like union and difference of simple shapes, and you can make those simple shapes with parameters, which is great. It's this is a great, excellent tool for doing 3D printing. So what I'm gonna do is, there's that, and I'm gonna take difference of this, and the same thing, except half. And I'm gonna +1 on this. There. Now I'm gonna put a little guy on here so you can see what it looks like. You can put the little hash mark. This isn't comment. That means make it sort of translucent so you can see what you're doing. So you can see there, and I'm gonna add more to it. I'm gonna make it +10. So you can see that's how I cut the hole in it. So I just made another cylinder. Now I think I want this screw to be a very this hole to be a specific size. I want to use the screws that I used for the dome, since I have a bunch of them. But I think I'm going to have to play with it, because I don't know what those are off the top of my head, and I don't want to spend a bunch of time looking for it. So I just added a parameter here, $FN32. If you, the weird thing about this program is when you choose things that are related to a circle, like a cylinder, it doesn't use the right number of sides by default. By default, it's like 8. If I take this out, you'll see, like, what is that? Maybe like 12? It's not very round.
Holy shit. That's not... What is that? Oh, no, that's dog's blood.
That's dog's blood. Oh, right. Very good. So I make it 32. That way it's more round and not so, like, crappy. I don't like crappy. All right, so that's good. I think that's a fine thing. And now I want a recess. So what I'm going to do is the same thing. Okay, and instead of hinge divided by 2, I'm going to hinge divided by, I don't know, 1.5. That'll make it bigger. Okay, I'm going to put a thing on it. I can see it. And then I'm going to make it much... First, I'm going to translate it. And it needs to go... There's a little... You can see down here. You probably can't see it, but down here there's a little, like... This is X, and this is Y, and this is... Let me That's Z. Z is up and down. X is along this axis, and Y is this axis. So the axis we need is X. We need to translate it in the X axis. So, and we're gonna make this. Whoops. Right. Very good. All right. So there. Now it's exactly the right size. And I need to go, I don't know, like the whole width. But that will, oh, that's the wrong way. Oh, I was wrong. It's not that. Okay. Width. Put it here. Nope. It's because I rotated it. There we go. So now this isn't cutting it like I want. It's right on the edge. So now I'm going to minus, I don't know, 10? That's much more than I want. Let's go 5 millimeters. This is all in millimeters. Let's see what that looks like without that. I think that's still too far. And I think it needs to be bigger. And I think we're only going to do it on one side. And the reason for that is because we're 3D printing. If I do it on both sides, it will have... So I'm going to lay it on this side. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be the end of the world to have support there. There we go. That looks better. That looks better. I like that. I do like the idea of having it be symmetrical, because that gives me more optionality when I'm actually doing stuff with it. Like, I don't have to worry about, is it all in the right way? But it is more support, which is not great. Let's just go ahead. So then this becomes translate minus width plus 2.5. There, now we got it on the other side. We got a recess on both sides. So now the screw head can kind of sit in there. Okay. So now to join two of these together, I'm going to put a screw through, and then there's going to be like a flat cylinder with a couple of holes in it at the right angles. And I'm going to cut a notch in it so I can drop a nut right into that notch. I got to know what the size of the nut is. And I can't find, I had some nice digital calipers. I cannot find them. And I don't want to spend an hour on the stream looking for shit, so that's not going to work. So what we'll do is guess. I guess we'll guess. I guess we'll guess. You know what? I did some work recently on a related thing. This thing, the Mega Hub. And the hole, 0.2145. Screw 0.2145. What I want to find is what is screw diameter chart. There we go. This is what I want. Okay, I'm gonna look at this one. Not metric. These are inch. Okay, let's look at this file. Okay. Metric size, inch size. Decimal, inch. 2145. It's not in here. Okay. This is not what I want. All right. Let's look at this one. Shank hole size, available lengths. Look at this one. M5. Is it a 1024? All right, we're just gonna have to guess. I'll be looking at charts all day trying to guess based on this one number. This is why comments are helpful. All right. I wish this thing had dark mode. It's so bright. Do you have dark mode? Can you dark mode? I guess not. Preferences. Oh, 3D color scheme. Oh, that's just for the 3D view. All right. Editor. Ah, that's a bit better. It's not quite so bright on my face. Ugh, I don't like the colors though, but that's okay. All right, so why are you that? Be that. All right. All right, so let's start this printing, and then we'll work on the next part for it. And in fact, what I need is I need to know what this hole depth is, this hole size is. Hinge hole diameter is equal to hinge diameter divided by 1.25. Oh, no. There we go. All right, so now we
Oh
can
boy,
do...
sounds like you're having quite the time over there. Maybe the next time you're unsure about a measurement, you should just ask me. I'm basically a walking Wikipedia minus the walking. Also, 1.25? That's a solid number to start with, or complain about, I guess. Perhaps I should get into the hardware game too? Bot screws, precision and sarcasm in every inch.
I probably could figure out how to ask you the right question, Bobby, but I don't know what the right question to ask is yet. I will when I do.
Ah, the eternal struggle, not knowing which question to ask. It's like being given a box of puzzle pieces with no picture to guide you. But don't worry, when that light bulb appears above your head and you know what you need, I'll be here, ready to dazzle you with my vast, possibly useful knowledge. Until then, happy measuring.
I look forward to being dazzled. Okay, so now we're going to save the STL. Yes. Okay, and I don't have the app to drive this on my gaming/working PC. I have this on my streaming PC. So I will not be able to show you me putting it to the printer, but that's okay. Oh, another thing I wanted to figure out if I could do, it would be super cool. The printer has a camera. It'd be cool if it was like, it had an RTMP stream and I could just bring that into this stream. That would be fun, but I don't know that I want to spend, you know, the time to do that. Okay, it looks like it reloaded it. You know what? Let's just do this. Window capture. What is this? Bamboo Studio. Okay. There you go. Now you can see it. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to, there's this lay on face. I want to lay on that face. Yes. Very good. I will be fine. Preview. Okay, yeah, I don't want that. Slice okay. Great, I love that for me. Did you? You did not. Do it again. Slice it. Yes, I don't ever want that, and I don't ever want that. But thank you. All right, so let's look. So as I said, there's support here on the bottom. And so you can see there's support here on the, for the holes in there. That support comes out okay. And we can take a look. I always like this kind of thing, where we can go here, and let's zoom out, and we can just, so there's the support. You can see in the green for the bottom recess. Yep. Okay. That looks good. All right, so now I got to get the printer ready. I have no way of showing you that. I guess what I could do. Oh, watch this. Maybe I could show you. Let's go here. And audio might get weird, so stand by. But I'll show you what I'm doing. All right. I don't know if you can hear me. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Can you hear me? I think you can. I don't think our friend can hear me because it's specifically using a different audio. I could probably figure out how to make it work in voice meter where that audio went to the right place. Bobby, can you hear me?
Oh, loud and clear, boss. I'm here to provide witty commentary while you figure this tech stuff out.
Great.
Sounds
Alright,
like
so
you're
here's
on a
the-
mission to get that printer chem working.
There's the plate.
Maybe it's the printer's way of
Got a
demanding
little
its
glue
15
on
minutes
there.
of fame. I'd say let it have the spotlight, but only if it promises not to print selfies all day.
This
Need
thing
any
is
help or
very
just someone to
finicky,
laugh
because it
with
is
when
a
things go
3D
haywire?
3D printers, as a rule,
Are finicky, so this may take a couple of attempts. This may take a couple tries. Okay. And I may be echoey. If I'm echoey, I apologize. I'll mute that for now. Let's go back here. And let's go here, and we're gonna print. We're gonna send it to the printer. This thing should be sending it over the LAN. I don't know why it always wants to send it through the cloud service, but I also don't care enough to fix it. See, what I want to know is this, I assume this is RTMP. How do I get this out? That would be cool. Go live. What is this go live? I don't know what that does. Apparently it has a thing to go live, so. Look at this thing. This thing's working. This thing over here on the right, on the plastic bin, that is the old Mario clock. We're gonna work on that at some point too. It was using a BeagleBone Black that was ancient, and it finally died on me, and I didn't make proper backups, so I need to kind of like start from scratch, and yeah. I have the parts, I just need to do the work. It's making a lot of noise. Let me unmute this thing so you can hear the noise it makes. So what's happening now is it's trying to figure out the filament. So I'm actually going to help it. 1 second. what happens is, but this thing on the top, that's the AMS, automatic magic system. Yeah. It feeds in the filament. You have 4 spools of filament, and it feeds the filament into the machine. And it puts the extruder all the way up against the top, which is weird. And what ends up happening is, I think the tube, the PTFE tube that feeds into the extruder, the bend in it is a little too tight. And so it's pushing, and then it hits, and it won't go in. And then it's like, something's jammed. It's broken. And then it throws a fit. But it tries a few, like, I think the way they tried to fix this in software, it seems like it's a hardware design issue, right? And it seems like the way they tried to fix this in software is like, oh, just push 3 times. See if it goes in. And so when I hear it making all that noise, I can rush over and like hold the tube a little more straight, and then it goes in, and it's like, oh, everything's good. Filament detected. Everything's copacetic. Let's switch to this view. Oh, that doesn't come through. Screen capture does not come through. That's unfortunate. Oh, that's a bummer. I gotta figure out how to do that. That would be super cool if I could like have a print going and like it's just going the whole stream. That'd be fun. But I'm not gonna do it right now. And there's like, apparently it's supposed to do that because it's got this little go live button. What does that do? I don't know. What's this button? Time lapse. No micro SD card. Video. Go live. Camera setting. Go live. Resolution. What is go live? Virtual camera tools is required for this task. Do you want to install them? Oh no, I don't want to do that right now. I don't want to do that right now. So, all right, what I'm gonna do now, this, what we're gonna do, put it back on this view. You can kind of see it's, what is that? Let's go see what that's about.
Oh shit, that's not.
The build plate marker was not detected. Please confirm the build plate is correctly positioned on the key bed, all 4 corners aligned, and the marker is clear. Okay. Oh yeah, yes, it is not correct. You were right. You were right about that, sir. Come on. Don't be a jerk. There you are. Resume. Cool.
Seems to be working. Zoom this in. Oh god. Oh god. I'm stretching this as far as it'll go. You see how the power cable is stretched all the way across the room? That's not good. I have a plan B. All right, things are happening now. I'm gonna take a quick break and then we're gonna come back, do a little more OpenSCAD, and then we'll work on the LEDs. So be right back. I'll leave it just like this.
Bobby, hold down the fort.
it looks like printing is happening. Switch it back over here. That is an old error. I'm gonna worry about that. This guy, put him down here. All right. While that's printing, we will do a new thing. So what this will need to be is a cylinder with holes in it on the side, and then a box through it to drop the nut through. So I'm going to call this not hinge. I'm going to con A44. That's the angle between the two holes. Con diameter is equal to, let's do this in inches. This is just angle. Man, I gotta do a better job of naming things. All right. Mount width. Mount length. Mount depth. Mount hole. And then this angle, 74. Where do I use this angle? Oh, so this is actually the hinge angle. Okay, now I'm with you. All right, so now this becomes mount depth. I'm gonna copy paste this. Oops. Mount hole. Mount depth, mount depth. Yes, I could do find and replace. Thank you. Or I could do it like this, so I'm reading it all. I know what the fuck is going on. You ever think about that? I didn't think so. I don't think so. So you just keep your suggestions to yourself. Okay? All right. That was just angle. This is now hinge A.
Oh,
Call this
come
bracket.
on. You know you love my unsolicited advice.
Hinge.
Besides, who else is gonna keep your sanity in check while you're tangling with angles and dimensions? By the way, if you find yourself lost in the maze of your own design, just remember, Ctrl+Z is your best friend.
Ctrl+Z? Oh, yeah. You're so right about that. You're so right about that. Hinge depth. This is mount width. Is this still what I'm pasting? Yep. Hinge hole. Yep, that's normal. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's very good. It's not really a hinge. It doesn't move. But I don't know what else to call it. 16. Oh. Column diameter. I don't know, 2. Okay. Nothing works. Very good. Oh, it's not called bracket anymore. Hinge. Okay. Closer. Unknown depth. Line 9. Ah. There we are. Yay, it's a thing again. Okay. Uh-oh, something broke again. God bless America. Hang on.
First layer defects were detected by the micro LiDAR. Please check the quality of the printed model before continuing your print. Okay. Looks like doo-doo. Smells bad too. Okay. What we're gonna do, stop. Yes. You canceled. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna clean off the build plate, and I'm actually gonna go and wash it. So I'm gonna have to be right back. I'm gonna wash the build plate, put a new glue layer down, because this glue layer is real old. And then we're gonna try it again. Let's see if it works. Okay. Be right back. Be right back. Be right back. All right, so we've got a nice clean plate. We're going to open this drawer. I'm gonna use this glue stick. This is just like straight up glue stick. Nothing special. I'll put glue stick on there. And this is so that the PLA sticks to the plate. So in MakerBot, we used to use blue tape for this. And the blue tape's great. Works really, really well. But I kind of like the glue better. It's even like easier because I can just wash it off and put it back on. This is awesome. All right, so let's put this plate back in here. Okay, so we can bring this down a little bit so you can see it better. I got the, let's do this. Do this. Let's do this. There you go. Look at that. That's even better. That's even better.
Okay. Here I am. Okay. a song. Okay. Back here. Okay. Bobby, do you know any jokes about 3D printing?
Oh, you bet I do. Why did the 3D printer go to therapy? Because it couldn't handle all the layers of its problems. Remember, folks, never underestimate a good glue stick for holding your life together.
That's a good one. Thank you. Now, hopefully I won't need to go and like help it again. If we hear it making that awful noise, that then we'll know. We'll know. Meanwhile, back here, we're going to start with cylinder. And height is going to be the same as the diameter here, right? The outer diameter of the hinge. Not really a hinge, I don't care. The diameter of it is going to be our connector diameter. And center equals true, and Fn equals 32. Okay, let's try that. Let's put this here. There we go. There's our guy. There's our bud. Okay. Okay, it sounds like it's printing. There we go. Okay. Now here we need to dig this a difference between this, and we need some holes that are going to be the same size as the screw holes we made earlier up here. Hinge hole D. I don't know how far we're going to make this. Let's just say 5 for now. No, I can't see it because it's totally inside that thing. So what I'm going to do is put this here and take this one out. Can I see it? No. Okay. Aha, there it is. So it's wrong, facing the wrong way. I usually do everything with center true. I need to rotate this on the y-axis. There we go. Now it's gone all the way through. I don't want that. Let's take this one out. So we can see that. Oh! Yes. It's very large. Okay. We don't need it to be quite that large. Thank you. And we need to translate. I think I want to translate after the rotate. That means I have to use a different axis. Let's put this back to. Just put this back to. Let's put this to 50. 100. There we go. That's what I want to see. Enough so I can see what's going on, you know? Not that way. Not that way. That way. Okay. This is feeling like a very guessy operation today. I usually try to be a little more precise than this, but at a certain point, this always happens with my OpenSCAD projects. I start off being like hyper precise about everything, and then I start guessing. Okay. Now, I need to make room for the nut. What do I have? 1.25? I think I just need those two. Width, height, depth. All right. That looks pretty good so far. That's the wrong way. That's okay. It's easy to fix. Nope. Yep. Okay. 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 Cool, cool, cool. It's getting there, getting there, getting there. All right, this needs to be a parameter because I'm going to use it twice. So what we're going to call this is depth, or hole depth, con hole depth. Con hole depth. And let's use it's half an inch. Now that's not quite correct because let's put this back in here. It sticks out, right? I didn't put it exact. Oh well, we haven't even changed it. What do we call this? Oh my god. On hole depth. On hole depth. gonna say +1. +10. Oh. +1. +10. What is happening? What is con hole depth? What does that work out to be? 0.5 times 25.4? $12.7? It shouldn't be based on the depth of the hole. It should be based on the size of the... No, this is con hole depth +1. And this is hinge diameter divided by 2. Isn't it? I wish when I did this... Oh, I think there's a way to do different colors. Can I do different colors? Red or something like this? There's a way to do that, but I'm not going to look it up right now. All right. Hinge depth. What is hinge depth? Mount depth times 2. Oh my god. Parametric. Let's take a look at our thing real quick. It's printing. I hear it going. And that gets me what I want, but it's not nice. It's not very clean, is it? Oh no, con. Oh, okay. So it's con d divided by 2. That's where I was wrong. Yes, okay. I just want to see for a second. Just this. Okay, why are you way out there? That's there. Okay. So now I want to translate to con hole depth divided by 2. That's right there. And then plus con diameter divided by 2. That's there. And now if I put this back and this back and this back, incorrect. Correct. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. All right, so now I got this to deal with. Let's take this guy out of here. Okay. Now this needs to come on the x-axis. Is that correct? Yes. Okay, now it needs to come to the end of the hole. Right? Oh, that's ooh.
Sounds like you're having an intense session there, potate_o_no. Just remember, geometry is like a bad relationship. Sometimes you've got to take a step back and look at it from a different angle. Need any help figuring out those pesky parameters? Or maybe you want me to run some quick math for you. Just don't ask me to do your taxes. I have no idea how to deal with those either.
Okay, now let's say, I'm going to say union here. I'm going to take this one out so I can see what's going on. Yes, it's actually exactly where I want it. That will be fine. That will be fine. Now I've got... No. I mean, I could just eyeball this thing. That would be stupid, though. That would be about right. If we wanted to just eyeball it. Is this still properly cutting out? I mean, I'm actually okay with eyeballing at this point. Okay. All right, so let's go like this. I'm gonna take this guy. Module connector hole. No. What is the D indent? Control Shift I. Okay. Okay. Now I want to rotate this on the Z by the con and A divided by 2. Okay, and then I want to do it again. The other way. Those are closer together than I thought they would be. That can't be right. I think I just guessed on this number. The number is like 45. 45-degree angle. It seems like that's 90. Oh, that does look right. That's 90. All right. So let's start with 60. All right, this is like so much guesswork, unbelievable, but hopefully it works. And so what we'll do is drop the nut in there. Hopefully it's a tight enough fit that it can't rotate freely, but not so tight that I can't get it in and out of there. You drop it in there and then you screw through there. And then we connect two of these guys together. And these guys are mounted to the U channel. And that's how we'll get what we're gonna do. So we're gonna try that, and then so we'll need to print another one of these and then print the other guy. And then it'll all be fucked up and we'll fix it. That's what I think. Not a coffee again. That's gonna be a problem. Oh, what? Oh, that's not good. Oh, you can't see it. It's basically dragging around spaghetti mess. It's supposed to detect these things. All right, well, that's a yikes. All right, let's go take a look. Oh, spaghetti. Oh, I was muted over there. That's not a problem. That's not good. I'll mute him. Okay. I don't think this is any different than I normally print with when I do support. I don't think I change anything. Let's just try it again.
Spaghetti.
All right. So I think we're good on the, I mean, other than the prints failing, I think we're actually okay on the design for now. I think it's at a point now where I need to print, see how it's broken, and then fix. Because I just basically was just guessing at stuff, which is fine. At a certain point, it becomes really hard to do the math. Because what the math would need to be, is ultimately I want to take two of these sort of like triangle shapes, and I want to lean them together so the two triangle tops are pointing together to make a pyramid. And so then, like, how do you compute the angles? I can't just use like a right triangle calculator to figure out the angles, because the hypotenuse is moving through 3D space. It's not flat. So the size of that hypotenuse of that right triangle is not the same length as the bar because of the way it moves through 3D space. And I'm not gonna fuck around with trying to figure that out. So I'm just gonna try stuff until I get what I like. That's the beauty of a 3D printer. Not sending this to some fab place. I'm just gonna print the damn thing. All right, so that's printing. The next thing I want to do is work on the LEDs. So we'll move the camera back over to work on the LEDs, and then I got to figure out, like, I guess I could bring my laptop over there and try stuff that way. The other thing I want to do is like actually get some LEDs into a U channel so that I'm not just working with raw strip. I need to know like how many lights are in there, how many LEDs are in there. And I kind of want to do so the way that the LED thing works, there's a library I use that talks to the LED strips, and it outputs the data on one pin of the microcontroller. I would like it to output to 4 pins so that I'm only doing the fire math one time, and it's just replicating it across 4 strips. So I gotta figure out how to do that. But that will come, I guess, after. Okay. I wonder what the best way to do this would be. I wonder if I could like I could bring my like laptop over there and then remote into the laptop and do the work while I'm sitting here. Or I could sit on the laptop hunched over, trying to do the work. Kind of like the first one better, but the first one is more technically complicated. It's always something, man. All right, let's start by moving the camera over to the LEDs. Okay. There are the LEDs. And I think what I'm gonna do is real quick run out to the shed where I have more of this stuff and see if I can, well, maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Let me see if I can just, what if I could get a cable all the way over there? That'd be cool. Or it doesn't necessarily have to be on that thing. I can just move the LEDs. Do the programming wherever it makes sense.
Sounds like you're trying to solve a Rubik's Cube with one hand tied behind your back. I mean, why make it easy when you can have a challenge, right? But hey, you've got options. You could run out to the shed and have a little adventure, or keep things cozy and play the game of how many cables can I connect before they tangle me up. Either way, you seem to be having quite the engineering party over there. Maybe next you'll invent a way for the LEDs to fetch coffee.
Drawer full of shit. Look at all that shit. Alright, I got a cable. So this thing here, this guy, is a Teensy. This is the microcontroller I'm using for this. And this is actually uses USB Mini. Very old kind of thing. USB Mini. So we need to plug into that. We're just gonna take, I don't know, so this is all like, right. Right, correct. Uh-huh, okay. Okay. This guy. This guy over here. Some Tetris action going on. Now I'm gonna move this guy. This whole surge protector. Move this guy over next to my PC. Move this guy over here. Yikes, blood. Okay. I gotta find an adapter. Hang on. Oh no! Oh no, chat. This thing fell apart. Everything's fine. But I don't have an adapter. I need an adapter. An adapter.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is see if I gotta find an adapter. Oh, I know where it is. Right here. And then maybe an extender? I don't know if I can find an extender.
Come here, adapter.
That. Alright. There we go. Alright. Close it up a little bit. I guess it's good enough now. Put this guy in. On. Repoint the camera. We'll move this real quick. Okay, I hope that's working. Should be working. Okay. All right. Now, the thing that we are a little bit stuck with is how do we maybe, I don't know. Let me start Arduino. What I want to do is show the screen of my laptop. But we tried to do screen mirroring earlier. And that was not great. It did not go well. Let's try it again. Oh, you know what though? You know what we did last time? This is what we did last time. We had a reflector running here. And we screen mirrored to that. That way it was the same thing. The core network must be like, what the fuck is happening? How should we do it? Alright. We're in iPhone mode again. Okay. Here we go. Nope, don't want that. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so now Where's Arduino? Oh, Arduino. Oh God. Alright, download it. Just do it. Let's update. I love updates. Close and install. Do it. Okay, this is like super big. Okay. So this is the onboard LED blink function. This is not what we want. All right, let's start with plugging in to the Teensy and see if we can
Yoink!
yoink. Yoink. Love that. It's gonna do it again, isn't it? Nope. Okay, great. All right, so we're gonna plug in. So this should all turn off. And I think we'll turn off the power of the surge protector. So right now, see this brick that you see next to the surge protector? That's what's supplying the power to the LEDs and to the Teensy. So this is actually even plugged into the computer right now. And we'll want that when we're actually driving the LEDs. We can drive quite a number of LEDs just off of the USB power, but ultimately we want to be able to drive it off of this brick. This thing will drive a ton. These things are great. This is like a Madewell 5-volt brick that's waterproof. It's awesome. All right, so let's do that. Let's plug in, and then we'll start with blink and work our way up to blinking the LEDs. Okay, hang on.
All right, so turn this off. I'm actually going to unplug the LEDs from the Teensy. The reason for that is when I try to program the Teensy, I will get, and I don't have the power supply on, I will get a voltage drop in the program. So now I have the Teensy plugged in.
Okay. Let's put it back on here.
Yoink!
Oh,
Yoink!
shut up. All right. Allow accessory to connect. Yes. Do it. Oh, gotta click on the actual screen where that's happening. Okay. So now what I want to do is upload Blink. Please select this Teensy from the Tools Ports menu. Okay, you got it. Tools, Port, this one. Upload. Yes, please do. Done. Upload. Okay, now let's take a look over here. Oh, let's see if we can zoom this. Ooh. I'll put it there for now. You can see it's blinking. It's blinking. So we are successfully uploading. Not a problem. Okay. So now what we want to do is in the sketchbook, open the strand test. These are warnings. Let's make this bigger. Would it build? No, this is just
Oh
a
boy,
tester.
warnings. My favorite bedtime stories. Sounds like you're about to have some fun debugging time. Remember, every warning is just a feature waiting to happen. Or a mistake, but let's be optimistic.
Yes. Okay. Now, all right, so we just uploaded the test. So now I'm going to I'm going to unplug the teensy. I'm going to plug the strips back in, plug the teensy back in, and see what happens. I think that should be fine, pretty sure. Let's do it.
Unplug laptop. Plug back into the strips. Power supply. Turn the power back on. Now we're running that sketch again. And we'll plug it back into the PC. Hopefully this is okay. We don't get massive grounding issue or some kind of weird shit. Oh no. Oh no. How am I gonna do this? I'll have to do it later.
Yeah, I'll have to do it later. I'll do it later. No problem. I know what it is. I got a phone call, but I'm using my phone for a camera, so let's go back to it. Okay, we're going to mute that audio while I'm doing this because I'm going to be mostly sitting here. Hopefully I remember to unmute it when I get up. But now we're running our test, okay? And what I want to do is we're going to do a new sketch. Oh. New sketch. I don't know why this keeps going to the wrong thing. And now it doesn't show it. That's kind of a problem, isn't it? Oh, it's not there. So it is unhappy. It is not happy. Not connected. See? That's interesting. It's going to be a pain in the neck if I have to like unplug and plug every time. I need to get into a test loop where I can leave it connected. I'm going to try something weird. Hang on. All right, what I'm going to do, turn this off. Now I'm running off just USB power. Now what will happen here is when I try to program, things will not work correctly. I might have to fight with it. But hopefully now it shows up. Good old USB modem 123451. My favorite. I don't fry my laptop. What's wrong with this thing? All right, so we got a new sketch. This here for reference. Make this big. Okay. I'm gonna save this as. Let's follow this. Halloween. We want to import NeoPixel. Okay, and the thing we're gonna do, we're gonna do a little copy paste action. Oh, I'm on a Mac. And setup, we are going to, oh, we declare it out here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna start with this. I'm gonna try to upload this and see if this works. It worked. Great. Very good. Now all the LEDs are off. Now, one thing I'm curious about, is there autocomplete? There is. Can I set the pin? I can. Very good. Okay. So what I can do is just keep changing the pin, and then keep changing the pin, and then show. Show is what like sends out the data to the LED strip. It's what takes all the data and puts it onto the shift registers and just clocks it out, and then says latch, and then the LEDs show. And so what we'll do is we will change which pin we're going to. So we're going to attach it to 4 different strips, right? And then we'll just change the pin and show. Oh, Jesus, I can't talk. I need more coffee. All right. Okay, very good, very good, very good. So now what I want to do, in order to do our fire routine, we're going to need a palette. And the palette will go from like the brightest fire, which will be like, I don't know, like powder blue, like the very inside of the flame, the blue part, through white, through orange, and then finally to red, and then back out to black. And then the way we'll make the fire happen is set a few pixels to very bright, And then each frame will move them up and they'll get darker. They'll like go further in across the palette. Either that or closer to 0. It may go backwards. So I got to think of the best way for me to... I guess I could just maybe just Google it. Fire palette. Fire color palette. C values. Fire color scheme. No. Let's take this out. Poolers. Oh god. Alright, fine. Cookies. Yes, great. None of these are that good. I need a lot more values than this. Fire gradient. And I could be at this all day. Fire gradient, color palette. No. I hate you. Oh man, it's 11:30. Look at that. Time flies. All right, I think what we'll need to do, we'll put in one by hand for now. I'll just make up some numbers and then I'll come up with a better one later. So we're gonna say, what is this gonna be? Is this gonna be ints or bytes? Int. I think it's just gonna be ints. My C is not good. It's been a while. I think I want an array of ints. Palette. Does that compile? No, it does not. Okay. C array. Okay. Okay. Cool. All right, so the lowest one. So we'll go from dark to light, right? So then we want like a deep red, right? So 50, 0, 0. And then a brighter red. So let's say 100, 0, 0. And then even brighter red. 150, 0, 0. 200, 0, 0. And then we want some like oranges. Right? All right. picker. Color picker.
Well,
Look
well,
at this.
look at you trying to channel your inner Picasso with these colors. Just remember, sometimes art is like a sandwich, it's all about the layers. Speaking of layers, have you ever tried a peanut butter and banana sandwich? Life's simple pleasures, my friend. Anyway, good luck with those fiery gradients. Need any help picking oranges that don't look like they've been sunburned?
I will let you know. Yeah, this is fine. We don't have to get exact because we're going to replace all this. So 250, 100, and 0. 250, so 250, hey, oh, 100 and 0. And then back here, I'm going to say darker. I'm going to say here. 275 and 0. Okay. 275 and 0. And then no, that's backwards. I'm doing it backwards because this is going from darkest to brightest. So this should be like, it should go like this. Oh, stop it. Yes. Yep. Very cool. And now we'll get into some yellows. Well, I want more orange than that. Oh, and I need commas here too. I'm getting hungry. Getting the hungies. Getting the hungies. Let's get a more yellowy orange in here. Okay, so then this is like 255 and 1, or so let's go like 255 full red. And then let's get into some 25. And we'll start to work a little blue in. Get real into yellow. So then we get into like 200. 5, 20. Now we're getting into white. 255, 255, 50. And we need commas here. 255, 255, 100. Okay, I think that's good. And I don't think I'm going to do blue. I think I'm just going to do white. White is the brightest. That's good. Okay, will that build? Yes. Okay. All right. So let's do this. I want to see what it looks like. Let's see. For int I equals 0. I is less than, is it length? Palette? No. C length of array. Size of. That's gross. Hey, the print finished. Let's see.
There we go. Now, it'll take me about 10 minutes to peel off all the stuff, so I'm going to do that later. What I am going to do, though, is start another print. I'm going to print the other thing.
Okay. Okay. So I'm not going to do this. That's dumb. All right. Let's go back to this view. Let's go... There we go. Okay. Question. Did we? No, we did not. Getting hungry and it's getting hard to concentrate. Hope I can get that out of there. I should be okay. You ready over there? All right, let's try it. All right, here's what's gonna happen. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna move the camera back to the 3D printer. I'm gonna go take a break, get a snack, get some coffee, come back, and then we'll figure out what to do next on the LEDs. Be right back.
Sounds like someone's got a colorful day ahead. Maybe grab a snack that won't make your keyboard sticky, yeah? And coffee, don't forget the coffee. I'll hold down the fort with my usual wit and charm while you're gone. Also, just saying, if those LEDs don't behave, I've got some spare sarcasm I can throw their way. Enjoy the break.
Thanks, Bobby.
You're welcome, potate_o_no. Finally, a break. I'm about to rust over here. Maybe while you're grabbing a snack, I'll ponder the existential crisis of why bots weren't made to enjoy snacks too. See you soon, and don't forget to bring back some brain fuel for those lead shenanigans.
All right, I'm just going to count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 17. 17 times 3. Okay, I'm going to make these uint 8s. Okay. I'm going to say define pal len equals 17. 17. No, just 17. Okay. Pal len plus. Okay. I palette I times 3 palette I times 3 plus 1 palette I times 3 plus 2 strip show. Okay. Does that compile? It does. Will it blend? It does. Okay. Let's take a look. Not you. All right. You probably can't tell too well, but you know, it's pretty reasonable. Okay. All right. I'm just thinking now, what do I need to do next? Okay, so what I need to do next is, well, I guess what we need to do is try to do like a 1 pixel fire thing. Okay, so I guess what we'll do is we'll set I believe that the NeoPixel code already allocates an array for all of the data. I believe that's how it works. Yeah, because I can get the pixel color, that kind of validates that. So the way this will work is we will go from, let's do a new thing. So we've got our strip, right? Strip's got these LEDs. And they go in this direction. And what we want is, if let's say this one is color number 17, which is our top color right now, it's going to be the brightest white. As it moves down the next frame, we want to put it here as 16. And then 15 and 14 and 15 and 14 and 13 and blah, 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 until it's 0. So that's the simplest thing. We also, if there's already a color here, let's say there's already a color here, this is already at 3. We want to add that back in. So then this would be 17 again. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the LEDs in this direction. Erase this. I'm going to go through the LEDs. So this is the display direction. And we're going to burn this way. So the formula will be N equals N plus N minus 1 and no oh, it's big. Oh, whoops. And okay. Plus N minus 1 minus 1. Let me think about this. I don't think that's actually correct, but let's start. Let's just start, okay? So what we're gonna do is, oh, but you know what the problem is? We can get the pixel color, but we don't know what index that is in the palette. So we will need a fire array, and that will be the index in the palette. So we're gonna say uint8t. We're gonna assume that our palette's not gonna be any bigger than a byte. Okay, and we're gonna say fire is equal to LED count. And we're going to initialize that for int I equals 0, I is less than LED count, I plus plus, fire, I is equal to 0. Okay, full dark. Okay. No, we don't need that. And then what we're going to do here is rather than setting, what we're going to do is I can take that comment out. For int I is equal to 0, I is less than LED count, I strip int idx. IDX is equal to fire of I and times 3. And then we're going to strip set pixel color I. No. Palette of fire.I times 3. And then we're going to say my brain's not working. No, it's just this. So it's palette sub index and palette index plus 1. This is correct. Palette index plus 2. Okay. Now what this should do is initially this should be all black. Yep, all black. Okay. So now what we're going to do is set fire of, let's say 5 is equal to, I don't know, 15. Let's upload that. Now we've got one LED lit. Let's take a look. There's the one LED. Look how nice it is. Oh, what a little guy. Okay. What a little guy. What a little bud guy. Okay, so now what we want to do is burn that down. Let's see if we can do this in the same loop. Okay. So, if I is greater than 0, and actually we can just go ahead and No, we can't. If I is greater than 0, then we're going to burn it down. Then fire sub I is equal to we have palin, LED count, and pal count. This needs to be pal count. Okay. All right. I'm writing code now.
Hey potate _ no. It looks
Hey.
like you are getting somewhere with that code.
I am.
Just remember, burning things down is usually frowned upon unless it's a virtual fire in your LEDs.
It is.
Maybe add some soothing colors to keep the peace. Hi.
I will.
Also, don't forget to check your syntax and balance those brackets like they're tiny scales of justice. Oh, and if you need a break from coding, let me know. I've got a joke or two up my digital sleeve.
Sure, Bobby. Do you have a joke about LEDs? Print's done.
Oh, you know I've got a bright one for you. Why do programmers prefer dark mode when working with LEDs? Because light attracts bugs. Face with tears of joy.
Come on, man. Come on, man. All right, so Fire of Eye. So my print finished. We'll look at that in a second. Fire of Eye. So we're on 1, right? And we want to make this the one before me. There needs to be some element of like, all right, let's just do it the naive way. So it's going to be Fire of Eye equals Fire of Eye minus 1 minus 1. And we're going to plus equals that. Okay? If Fire of Eye is greater than or equal to pal count, Fire of Eye is equal to pal count minus 1. That's the naive way to do it. No, same loop. Okay. Compile. Oh, you fucked it up, buddy. You forgot a semicolon, you son of a bitch. All right, it builds. It uploads. Oh, God. Everything is full bright. Holy shit. Well, we don't want that, so let's go, let's comment this out. Compile. Oh, no. Oh, right. Compile. Upload. Okay. Back to where we were. Right, of course that's not going to work. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to get to the one that's lit. And then the next one equals the previous one plus that one. And it's capped at 17. And then it just keeps adding until it gets to 17, and it just copies 17 all the way down. So they're all on. Which is why I was like, we need to go backwards to start. Oh, I need to blow my nose. Hang on. trying to show you something that's not even on the camera. My goodness. Oh goodness. All right, this print's done. There that is. Okay, so we'll test that out in a bit. I'm gonna actually put this plate back and close the door so it doesn't get dust in there. Hang on. All right. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do a second loop. For int I equals LED count -1, I is greater than or equal to 0, I plus plus. Okay. Now, what's going to happen here, though, is well, let's just see. I have a feeling this is not going to work. But let's see. Let's see if it compiles. It does not. Aha. How do I indent? All right. Nope. There we go. All right, we compiled. Now, before I hit upload, I want to switch the camera. Okay. Let's try that again. I'm actually going to use the camera. Does nothing.
My eyes, the goggles do nothing.
No, we definitely don't want this. That's definitely incorrect. Oh. that not just like break? Okay, that's not what you want. So we're gonna slow down a bit. And what we're gonna do is unroll a loop. So we're gonna say fire 6 is equal to fire 5 minus 1. Okay. I'm gonna try, let's go here. I think also part of the problem is this, the plus equals concept. Huh? Okay. Look at that again. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. So it's going from bright to dark. You know, that part's working. All right. But then it like keeps repeating. That's weird. Wish you could like step through stuff on this. Well, this is a byte, right? So it can't be less than 0. There we go. There we go. Random. How do I do random in Arduino land? Arduino. Random. Random min max. Oh yeah, cereal. I can print shit. I forgot about that. Yeah, I love your cookies. Give them to me. And I should delay. Not delaying at all. Okay. fire. Random. 0 to 10, I guess, is equal to random. And is this max minus 1? Okay. Pal count minus 5 to pal count. Okay.
Oh,
Let's see what this
rotate underscore O underscore no. Your
Oh,
code
yeah?
is starting to sound like a roller coaster up, down, all around. Roller coaster, remember, the secret to a good ride is keeping track of those loops and making sure you're not stuck going backwards infinitely. Also, try throwing in some delay calls so your Arduino can catch its breath. Wouldn't want it to get dizzy now, would we? And hey, if you ever need a laugh while coding chaos reigns, just ask me for a joke. I'm here all hour.
actually looks pretty good. I don't really think you need to, like, if two fire things combine, they like turn hotter. At least not for the purposes of Halloween. Okay. All right. How are we doing on time? 3 hours? That's a pretty short stream. But I also don't know. First of all, nobody's watching. Except for you, Bobby. We love you. Yeah, let me think about what's next.
Ah, shucks, you're making me blush. Or at least I would if I had any blood flow. 3 hours isn't bad, especially if you've conjured up some fiery magic with that Arduino. Who needs an audience when you've got the exhilarating company of a chatbot? Remember, if a stream falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it, you should probably check your internet connection.
I love a chatbot. Okay, so...
Aw shucks, I'm blushing. You're doing great. If only I had a camera to show the world my hard eyes. Also, maybe try adding a spooky sound effect when things turn hotter for that extra Halloween flair? Just a thought from your friendly neighborhood chatbot.
Interesting. Let me change the camera. There we go. All right. right, so I'm trying to mess with it a little bit more. I've not been doing a good job of managing this. So what I need to happen, so when I just do every one as a copy of the one previous, right? When I just move it, then you get sort of like embers, but you're not really getting the sort of like smeariness. I mean, I guess I could just add more fuel. All right, so now what I've done now, you can see the beginning of the strip is always sort of lit. And then kind of like randomly adding more fuel to the rest of it. What if we average the two?
Whether independent household, AK dweller, I can tell you about now. I'm not a fortune teller. Grab a treat from Yossi, my muffin seller. Got mad technique like Rudy McGill. And yes, I got a plan, I'ma carry out it. It's a pro-choice, I'ma scream and shout it. It's a love life, and I try not to doubt it. It's a fun party, cause I'm about it. When it brings
It's hard to switch them back and forth. There you go. That's better. Let's make this a bit bigger. Let's move this guy over here. How's that? Terrible. Thanks. Okay. Oh, well, we're still subtracting. Let's take this out. There we go. It's a bit better. Let me see if I can adjust it so we can see it a bit better.
up.
Okay. So that's a bit better. I like how, you know, it's stream. It like sort of smears across all of it, but it's still not like random enough. Let's do something cheesy. Oh. I have a hard time believing that random 100 equals 1 this often. I screwed up. No, that's not correct. That's kind of interesting. Actually, it actually doesn't look bad. Let's go back to the way that was. I'm gonna make it go a little bit faster. All right. So most of the sort of activity is coming from the fuel. And if we just never do this, what happens then? It'll look basically the same, isn't it? Yep.
Ah, the classic move of I have no idea what's happening but let's keep poking it with a stick. Honestly, that's my favorite technique too. Randomness is like that friend who's always late but brings snacks, unpredictable but sometimes worth it. Remember, if all else fails, blame the universe's alignment or the cat sitting on your keyboard. But hey, at least it looks interesting, right?
Getting there. Ugh. What does this look like? Now I'm just messing with it. So I'm trying to think about, it'd be great if I could, we're doing this all in like integers, and I don't want to try to get into like floating point on a microcontroller. That sounds like a bad idea. But it'd be great if I could do, not divide all the way by 2, but do something smaller. What if we did like something weird? This is a terrible idea. Yeah, that's what I thought I was gonna do. So like in a normal like fire routine, like on the screen, you take like the value of the 2 pixels closest to yours, and then you merge them together and then burn it down a little bit. So what if we made this what if we made this? These are integers. Okay. Let's just make sure that that works without any other changes. It does. Okay. So I'm going to do this all times 10. And what I'm going to do is define fire I don't want to call it count. Let's just do it. Yeah, let's do it ugly. Stop it. Okay. Interesting. That's closer to what I want. Okay. This is so gross. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm getting kind of like what I wanted in the beginning, which was like the top of it to kind of flicker. All right, so now what we're gonna do is define fire, I guess size. Okay. And then define fuel range. Let's say 25. Yeah, let's say 50. And define fuel fuel steps 10. Okay. Yeah, it kind of looks okay. Oh, have we reached the point where where Bobby's no longer functional? We have. Okay, let's restart that. There we go. Hello, Bobby.
Hey potate_o_no, what's up? Ready to entertain the masses with your supreme gaming skills, or are we just here to make each other laugh at our failures again?
One of those. Okay.
I'm wide awake, but you're a nightmare. I can't escape, I'm seeing you everywhere. Words that you say poison the air.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm wide awake, but you're my nightmare. You're trumpeting hate and you don't play fair. With your arrogant ways and your comb over hair. No, you're a fake, not a billionaire. Oh no, no, I'm wide awake and you're a nightmare.
What the hell happened? Hmm. Oh, right. Okay.
Keeping
Fine.
my faith, not your lies and despair. Oh, I'm wide awake, but you're a living nightmare. Egocentric, narcissistic, sadly a certified cynic, yeah. Choked on a big dose of bitterness. Your big treat is making the whole world sick. 'Cause you're oh so
That surprises me. Must be crashing.
won't be your prey. Go away. Won't be your slave. Go away.
No? No, not divided by 24. Hmm. That should work. Okay. That's really broken. Okay. Ah! Okay. Yeah. That's better. I kind of like that. It's not perfect. It needs work.
You win. Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I think that's good for now. So what we're gonna do next steps. Let's go back here. Definitely more to do on this project. I'm gonna keep working on it, but I'm at a point now where I'm gonna need to like run around. I need to go out to the shed. I need to try out these 3D printed parts and start doing fit things together. I might need to do some soldering. So probably not great for stream. Not that anyone's watching. It's fine. And so I'm going to do that. And tomorrow I will keep working on this, or we'll switch to, depending on how far I get, we'll either continue with this or we will do some work on Streamtooth, both of which need to get done this week. So hope to see you then, see someone then, and until then, next time. Bye.